Hello and welcome guys, welcome back to my review of the MSN03 Jagd Doga. Sorry, my brightness just flared right then. I love this kit. This kit is now potentially one of my favorites. I love Federation kits, I love grunt kits, GMs usually, but yeah, like as far as this kit goes, love it. It was a great build. So you would have seen the first look we've just posted up. I tried to get it into some dynamic poses for you, so you get a good look at it. And it was cool. It was fun to pose. It was easy. I did have one issue with the side skirts popping off and the hips separating, but we'll go into that when I do the articulation and posing. Other than that, it was actually really good and really easy to pose. Pretty much as you see the kit here is what you have. There are a couple of little bits I've got when we get to accessories. I'm not posing mine with the funnels. I haven't cut up the clear pits for it because I'm undecided about what I'm going to do with that. I may save that for something else. But let's start with the overall look, and we'll just stop it right there. This kit, what can I say? I love it. The design just speaks to me. I don't know why, although it is UC, so that's probably part of it. I'm a big Universal Century fan. Probably my favorite. All of the series there are great. I love them. So overall look is fantastic, I think. I'm not a huge fan of the pinky red, but I chose this version over the green-yellow version. This is the Quest Pariah version over the Gunpla version because I wanted the Mega Beam Gatling gun. I preferred this gun over the standard beam assault rifle that it came with. Otherwise, the head I'm going to fix. This is actually a project kit. This is going to be GBWC 2018 for me if I get it going pretty much now. I should have enough time to finish. And I'm going to make some changes to the way I want this to look. This will be my version of it. But I wanted it for that gun specifically. I love that gun. You would have seen it in the first look. It's a Gatling gun beam version, and it has a scope and twin E cartridges, I think they are. You'll see just here on the side. They're fantastic. Now, overall look. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Love it, guys. I just love this kit. Almost from every angle. It's got flares on the legs. It's got exposed frame on the arms. And the neck. Mean bird looking, face on it. Thrusters, shoulder shields. The backpack's got 3 big thrusters on it. It's fantastic. I just can't get enough of this kit. So, 9 out of 10. Articulation and posing. Now, it's pretty posable, I'll say that. The only issues I found immediately were the shield here. It only clips onto the back on a little peg. It's not really much of a peg. So that does fall off quite often. You'll notice that when I pick this up in a second. The other major issue I had was when you come down here, you got a square hole, which there is a cap. If you don't want to display it on a stand, you can cap that piece up. It comes with it. The only other part was this actually is 2 pieces and it separates quite easily when you've got something poked up there. So I would highly recommend gluing that when you sandwich that shut. So in terms of articulation, shield, just that, it unclips. That's all it is. That's all it's holding on. I'm going to fix that with a magnet, I think. Now I've got some. Shoulder shields are on a ball joint, so they will go all the way around. As will the arm. That will go all the way around. The head neck on this, let me just bring this over here for you when I have polycap stuck to my elbow. Let's have a look. You can actually lift that all the way back. You can see this piece here, a neck piece. That's a great design. Like obviously it's quite blocky and thick, but it allows it to get higher and you can actually do a full 360 with the head and then go down. You can be looking down, you can look up, you can then come all the way up. You can look to the side. This has got some, so if you had this in a flight pose, you can actually get almost all the way up. Now, you only got 2 stickers with this kit. Sorry, I needed to say at this point because you would have noticed you can't actually see my red eye in there. Because it's not on, I didn't use the sticker, nor did I use the sticker for the Neo Xeon symbol on the shield because I'm just not going to use them. And I don't like them. I would paint or I would fill them with something else because I don't like stickers. But they weren't that bad. I stuck them on my wall here. They're actually all right. So that's quite easy to do. That's a drop of red paint there, and you could easily do the sticker here, but I'm not going to be doing that. So that's fine for me. Yourselves though, it'd be all right. You can actually turn all the way around because that's just on a peg into a polycap there. Up, that's as far as you can get up because you've got the shield. So if you move that, you can get a little further up, and there you go, you can go parallel. So shoulder shields will restrict a little movement, but hey, worth the sacrifice because they just look cool. Symmetry, hey? Front to back, none really to speak of. Side to side, no. Okay, these actually, where I usually cut the center ball joint or piece there to make separate front flaps, you do get those. These will go up and down on the thruster side skirts. Leg, you can go up, you can go out. There we go. It's got some good back too, though you will, the problem you'll face here is you hit this, and then when you hit this and push it back, it separates and it comes apart. So not as good on the back as it is on the front. The ankle is just on a ball joint. You can see a hidden little thruster in the bigger part of the side skirt there. Forward, back, side, side, and a lot around. It's got some pretty good ankle flexibility. All right, on the backpack though, the thrusters, just a little click there, and you can do a little movement here. They're on a polycap down there. So that's that. Articulation and posing, I gave it 8 out of 10. It's still pretty good. Now, accessories. So there is a spare hand, just the standard hand for that. This is the trigger finger hand I have here, and you can see his finger is actually in the trigger guard there. You get a beam knife dagger. I don't really know what to call this. It was in Japanese, so I didn't read it. But this would actually store in the side skirt. You can take off there, but I didn't want to store it there. The knife will just sit in there, and you would have seen it in the first look. There we go. That's that. And then you actually get 2 beam sabers, but only one part to put them in. One is slightly shorter, one is slightly longer. This is the longer part. There we go. So you could color the blade silver like it should be, and then you've got a knife and beam saber together. Interesting little, haven't seen that in any other kit before. You get left with a few polycaps left over. Because you have this neck one, you're left with a standard neck polycap. The 6 funnels on the shields are actually joined together. So 2 sets of 3. Then you get the 6 individual opened funnels. They would need some painting to be convincing, I guess. Gold or something like that, or metal color. But yeah, they're 6 individual ones. I haven't used them because I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the funnels with my entry that I'm going to be doing this year. And there's the 2 pieces of 20 centimeter, I believe it is. So you need to cut that down to an even amount for the 3 holes here to poke them out and have the 3 of each funnels hanging off the edge. And that's it for accessories, guys. So I've given it 7 out of 10 for accessories. It's got some, it doesn't have a lot, but it had what I wanted. That's why. And you get 2 versions with different rifles, different heads. So you can actually, choose what you want. And if you're not painting 2 different colors, none of the colors are great though. So, fun factor. I love this kit. It was an amazing build. It was very interesting the whole way along. It was simple. It wasn't boring though, even if you're an experienced builder, I guess. There wasn't too many seam lines. The gun has one the whole way down it. The backs of the legs, I guess that's one there if you don't keep it closed, but it actually kind of looks like just an armor separation. The shoulders, usually you would have one over the top, right? But these are actually one-piece shoulders that clip in over the top, because this thing almost has a complete, if you can see it, thruster up there, shoulder piece. It almost has a complete inner frame on it. That's what I love about this kit. It could almost stand on its own. It has a complete inner frame apart from the chest piece inside and stuff, obviously. That's just some arm around a bulk section with a cockpit and chest cover. So that's pretty cool. I love the frame colour that it's painted. If you weren't painting this, just painting the armour or something, you've already got a good colour for the inner frame there. That's really cool. But building and posing, this was pretty cool, guys. I like this kit. So that one's actually getting a 9 out of 10. Again, I'm giving all high ratings for this. This is amazing. I haven't given higher ratings for any other kit I've built, including the P Bandai Gundam Influx I just did, which was cool, but it just wasn't as fun to build. It felt like it was a lot more pressure because there was so much to do on it. This was simple yet entertaining. So 9 out of 10. I'm going to give this kit a final score of 8.25. The average came out to for those scores out of 10. So that's pretty high. This is definitely a must-buy kit. If you're a HGUC fan or Char's Counterattack or Neo Zeon fan, you'll love this thing. It's not the standard Zaku head or, you know, like Gyrodoga, Gyrozu, something like that, but it has an interesting look with the bird's head, and the other version has a taller bird-like fin coming off the front of the head. So, pretty cool, guys. With a little paint and effort on this kit, no pressure to do so, I think it's an amazing addition to your cabinet. So, thank you very much for joining me for this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please go and check out and buy this kit if you like it. And as always, have fun building. Have a good week, guys. Bye.